Hi everyone. So today I would like to show you something that I actually realized if you're working with yourself, but also if you're a Pilates teacher or those kind of stuff, you're doing a sport activity and you realize sometimes that some people, I'm not going to go to explain you all the posture now, we have all of this information on the internet, but some people have sometimes a lot of issues rounding or moving the lower part of their spine. It's the part we usually can move a bit, depending on the person, but the most that I see is that the lower part, the few vertebrae there are usually blocked. They act in one block. That could be from a lot of stuff. It could also come from the nervous system. It can be a kind of a protection. It could be an injury, anything. But just sometimes what I realized is that we stay focused on the back. Also, years ago when I started this journey, what I learned 15 years ago, 16 years ago, okay, if someone has a lordosis and with pulling to the front, we have to try to round that spine and make him do roll downs, which is not wrong, obviously, but let's try a little experiment. Okay, I have a tiny lordosis, not a big one, but still it's a lordosis, but just there. Let's take my case today. We'll try. I didn't exercise yet today, so I'm not really warmed up, but it's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, so it's not early in the morning. I might be able to roll down. Let's try. Let's have a test. And then let's roll down. I'm going to use the mat. This can be down obviously on the tower with the push-through bar, but I'm going to work on the mat today to show you. So it's not so bad, but I'm trying to really push hard to be able to come down. It's not very natural to be honest. And just that, you know, I tend to have really tight hamstrings. They're still that way, but it's a lot better. And then I'm going to roll up and let's see, my vertebrae are coming smoothly. You can see that it's still okay. There was a video where I was talking about releasing the butt to be able to do your roll up. But actually, let's see today how much it affects. So it's still tight. I'm going to sit and do a roll down to see how it works. Have my arms in front and then I roll down and see if I can kind of release my spine smoothly on my mat and then come back. Okay, I'm not the extreme case because I know what I have to do, but just to show you the experiment, let's try to come back up. Good. Now I will take the roll. If you experience that the lower spine is actually not moving, there's a spot, you have experienced that there's a spot that stays like a block. That it's like you're rolling down, but on your way up, there's a part that just comes in one block. Then it's supposed to be smoother. So my camera is again doing strange things. Let's see if we can focus back. I'm going to now take a roll. If you don't have a roll, it can also be a tennis ball. Might be sometimes a lot with the tennis ball, but it's quite good as well. Actually, let me grab quickly a tennis ball to show you that you could do that as well with the tennis ball. It could be a fascia roll. A smaller roll works as well, even though I always recommend if you're going to buy a roll, to buy the long one, because there's much more things you can do. It doesn't take that much more space. So let's try. Now, I know we're talking about the lower back, but if you can't open that lower part of your spine, sometimes it can also come from your hip extensor and your glutes and the hamstrings that are so tight, and it's connected to your back, that the back can't really move because the tightness is so strong here that it almost think about blocking the information there. let's try. I'm going to sit on my roll, put my hands on the ground backward, and then I can either roll like this. For me, it doesn't bring a lot, but for some of you might be already painful here. Then bringing one leg on top of the other, I'm going to lean towards the side, the side that I bended, and then I'm going to roll over, trying to check where I feel the pain. It might be different in everyone. And if you find the spot where you feel, ooh, that kind of hurts, try to stay there and roll over there. There's no right or wrong, maybe doing circles. Okay, the pain should also not be until you're going to scream. That means it's too much and then you're damaging the tissues. But if you feel a bit, it's painful, like it's tight and it's helping to roll over it, just then try to keep going and see, using the breathing also to soften the movement and see how it feels when you do that. Okay, and let's try the other side. Coming to the other side, leaning slightly on the side, rolling over it. There's plenty of different stretch. We can also go to the side and the quadriceps stretch with the roll, but today I would like to focus on that because I would like to show you if we see a difference once we relax our hip extensor. How is the lower back reacting to it? Good. So let's see. I'm not so tight, but let's see. And then I'm going to take the roll away and try to show you with the tennis ball in case you don't have a roll and you would like to use the tennis ball. I don't like to do it on the wall, but it's up to you because for me it's sliding all the time and I don't have that kind of patience to keep it there. So just laying down on the ground is also a good option. Might be quite painful. You have to check which spot you want to put your tennis ball. And then just see if you can keep the weight sinking down towards that ball. Try not to hold the tension, try not to squeeze the glutes, just not to activate more tension. We're trying to release. And it's a bit more tricky than the roll to find a good spot, but just let's try it out. Again, it should not make you scream, but you should kind of feel it. Make sure the breathing helps you to release. I'm going to do it on the other side. And breathe in, breathe out, sinking to the ball, allowing the weight to melt towards the ball. Nice. Take it in out. And then let's try it out. I'm going to stand first, coming up, and actually let me know if you see a difference now. Find back your position and then roll down. I'm not exaggerating to show you that my theory is right. I can actually go down much more easily. Of course, we released the glutes, affected the hamstrings, the hip extensor. This we know, but let's see if my spine moves more now. If I have more mobility, flexibility, movement on my vertebrae, or is it the same? I cannot really judge. It's difficult to judge yourself, actually. And then breathe. On myself, I can say, but I tried that with some of my clients that could not move their lower back a lot. And I saw an enormous change on those vertebrae moving less as a block. Might work on some people, might not work on others. It doesn't mean it's just a rule for everyone. We all have a different body, different injuries, different issues. It's just to show you that it's not only the spot that you're trying to focus on that is the cause, or the heel part might come from somewhere else, as our body is fully connected. All right. Let me know what you think and try it out. And let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.